Hello there. How you doing? Hello, hello. How you doing? Doing good. Doing good. We're gonna switch right over to here. I love how I've got everything set up, ready, and working, and then now I switch it over, it doesn't. Everything was doing its thing. But that broke, so I'll fix that. We'll get it loading up again, and then we'll be fine. Okay, we'll let it do its thing. Here we are. Yeah. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. I hope you get better though. And hey, just chill with some epic Minecraft. Today, you know. Because there's some things, I mean, there's something I said yesterday that are happening today. So Sneak, why aren't you doing it? Have you crashed again? No? Okay. Well, we'll see how long that stays. But things are, well, the world's saving, that's why things are slow currently. Oh, not so good. So, I need to think, because my plan for at least this point, as I mentioned at the end of yesterday's stream, was I want to at least do a basic floor plan of the second floor, right? Basically, it's just the main basic thing that I need to do is a pathway from the top of the stairs to the tower, right? That's our thing. But I need to decide. Well, we need to decide, right? As a chat, right? We need to decide what is going to be the regular corridor flooring. Is it still going to be oak wood? However, the thing with oak wood is that I think the second floor walls are going to be oak wood as well. Are we going to have a different kind of flooring? I don't know. Also, nah, be next stream. I was gonna say that technically this stream is like the last stream of Minecraft of the month. If I was gonna do the map thing, but I'll do it next stream. And then it will be a monthly occurrence. Alright, we don't have any dark oak. Well, we do. I just put it in the wrong drawer. Because logs go in the bottom, planks, everything goes in the top. let's get that cooking. Okay, we're gonna do some lookings of color. I think that would be too dark there. Yes, I do have this. Okay. I have to say that I thought the Frigoroth head was like a spooky creature just when I turned that corner. Whereas it wasn't, it was just Frigoroth. But just enter up here. Right, I used Apricorn for the fence, but it would either be, you know, the transition of the flooring will be at the top of the stairs, right? Top of the staircase is the floor transition from oak to, if we're going to have a new flooring. Now we could do jungle, right? We can just keep it oak. I think, I don't know, we could have like a darker floor on the second floor. Because on the second floor, right, they're going to have some larger rooms for Pokemon, right? But also, what else, you know? We can also do bamboo. Bamboo's a nice, interesting change, but I'm actually thinking more towards jungle. Now, if you do remember that we are gonna have jungle on the second floor, but that's fine because ceiling and floor won't mix. You won't see ceiling. This current area up here will be 5 wide because of the balcony to the dome. I need to think about how I'm gonna. I guess I would cherry plank along there, right? Cherry wood along there, and then kind of have that be a wall. So this is like a open space, maybe. Or we have another spiral here that goes up to the... Well, there isn't going to be a third floor. Well, technically, okay. If there is going to be a third floor, the third floor will theoretically just be... The main thing that would be in there would be Superior's place and, I don't know, other things. However, we need to thinking about this floor, because obviously, basically, I want to go from there to here, right? We connect from there to here. basically. That one needs to at least be there. I mean, I could go around here. Well, Superior is my spoilt little creature. Aren't you? You are spoilt. Yes. If you don't get what you want, you'll bitch and moan. That's what I said. Either a balcony or like the room will have like partially a glass ceilings. That way you can bask in the sun. That's also why my brain was like, he can also have the top, the higher floor, because sunlight. This is going to be an I just realized this is going to be a very interesting build to do a roof on. Because the roof that I am thinking about is going to be slabs, so it's going to be a far shallower roof, right? It's not going to be out of stairs, so it's a big point. It's going to be slabs, so it's a shallow roof, but we'll have to see for that. But first things first. Here to over there. What do you think about room dimensions and things? Because obviously, if we're doing a room for you, right? You're gonna need more size requirements, aren't you? I also would like a practical room up here, right? Because obviously downstairs on the first floor, we do have the Poke Center bits, and we have the kitchen with all the cooking stuff, right? So yes, there'll be decorative rooms for Pokemon designed rooms, right? But I would also like to at least have some form of practical room as well. Basically, a room that's like, okay, I need to go up here to use it. Because if not, I would just stay on the ground floor if there's no practical use room, at least at the moment. For coming up here. So, I mean, technically, I could have... The thing I would like is, like, have a different kind of storage. You know what I mean? Having... Because we've got food storage downstairs, and it would be having having the kind of other storages spread out. What do you think about how we're going to sort the staircase? There's a lot of like, how is this going to work? Because there's also going to have to be the means of getting up to the higher floor, right? But, see, now, one good thing about what was found out yesterday with the tree farm is I won't need to worry about jungle wood for a while, right? Because, we have an entire chest. Could store the That's right, I do have these chests with all of the gems, and I could also have tumblestone production on that floor as well, right? I have like a bit with the tumblestone gems growing on the second floor. So if I want to make Pokeballs, second floor, and obviously there's this chest full of, well, the hardy grains would be down there. We've got the apricorns and whatnot. Good thinking. I guess I also need to. I may build the kind of quote museum at a different somewhere else. Okay, let's put the bamboo away. Put that away for now. The oak away where it needs to be put away, which is here. Also, yeah, I should first of all get all tree types, but then also do this cabinet storage for each wood type, right? Make a cabinet out of it. Then bottom storage is for logs, top storage is for planks, or overflow log storage. Planks and other things made from that wood. Right, and have stuff for upstairs. Oh, yeah, we have stuffed pepper. There was also redoing some of the, well, redoing some of the table bits in the dome, right? Also, it does seem to be more laggy today. Yes, I did last stream. I believe you were there, but yes, I did. Yeah, look at this. Look at our lovely buffet table. Look at that lovely missing texture. It's got a missing texture. That is the lasagna pan. That's missing textured. I don't know if that was last stream, because not Jiznabits. Farmer's Delight got an update, but this isn't from Farmer's Delight. This is from a different one. But it could have been that broke it. But that's fine. Because I need to fix this chunk. Eaten. And I also want to change this table so I can actually put stuff like this on it. But we'll wait. At least this part here will be 5 wide because of the balcony, right? No, I have absolutely no idea rooms or what's gonna go where. All I know is we need a 4 wide path leading to over here. This is a cool look. You can see where the downstairs, obviously where all the downstairs walls are currently, because of how this is being built. Or you could if the game would. Yeah, do its thing, and No, it's still. How come yesterday the render distance being up high was fine? Probably isn't even that, but. That's at least one bit. I also need to fill in. I won't. I should fill in the top of this chisel and bit stuff with probably dirt. Well, granted, right? This doesn't even to be chisel and bits. This can just be a quartz block. Oh yeah, I also need to get some lighting for here. Whatever room here will have the chimney as a part of it. But it does come down to the staircase, right? I always think about how I'm going to do the roof. Because if I'm going to do the roof slab... But the issue is, obviously, this side of the building is quite flat. Obviously, this side... There's a lot of curves. Very, very curvy, right? Which makes me wonder... Dunno, we'll think about it. Okay. I think I'm gonna do the big door. But the big door should be one of the last things done, right? As like a this is like nearing completion. Big door. Considering it was one of the first ideas conceived of the build, was the big door. It's gonna be interesting if I make it the last, like one of the last things that is done. I just have no idea what kind of building this is, right? No, it doesn't technically have to, you know... follow what the... Say I wanted to have a balcony here, which is like a thing that my brain's like, yeah, you're gonna have this. Right. Let me get to here where I need to... What I need to do is just fill in the bits I can that aren't chiseled bits required. I probably will not be doing this kind of chiseled and bitsing ever again. If I will, it certainly wouldn't be this way. I think we'll have a balcony bit there. No, Bree. The room's gonna go over here. Or I could cut that in. No. No. And then we have obviously space here. And then a balcony space. As well. By the way, there will be a band that goes around the build. There won't just be that sharp contrast. And I do believe the band will be made out of cherry wood. It should be like that. The band. That may make it the band up by 1. Oh no, it is at the height that I want it to be. I also need to fill this in. Okay. I don't know why my brain automatically, the second I enter this building, directs me to this chest. I've even forgotten why I came. Oh, that's right. I wanted to get some cherry sampling. So I'll get this planted in the tree farm. Though I should probably have enough logs to... Just realized, I think the deployer has a stick. It does. I punched it once and then everything froze. Nah, yeah, it's just running. I need to check that there isn't stuff that I'm pretty sure I closed running in the background. Or if it's just... Or if my brain is just picking up on the fact that it's slow far more this time than usual. I don't know. The invasive species. The comb bees. There ain't no regular bees there anymore. I could also make this spot here, right? I don't know, because if I was gonna do like a flying Pokemon kind of landing pad, I feel like it would need to be much bigger. This is just gonna be a. This will just be a balcony. When it comes to this this quotation marks balcony, right? First of all, there's this bit here, but do like a curved bit there. When it comes to that bit, do I have it this? In which case there would be a gap between there and here. I don't know. Right, that's also where the doorway is gonna be. Okay. Okay. Continue up with the frame. that. There won't be a ring around the tower itself. Maybe the wooden part that will have the cherry log band around it. Should we still need a name for the Pokemon band? Also, there's our dividing thing for the okay. We have some sections now. Now with this section I can divide it here, right? Divide it up the middle and then have 2 room. And there I can also divide it up and have room. Although I need to think about where the Pokemon stuff is going to go. Whatever room is going to be going here, or rooms, to possibly involve the chimney somehow in it. Which, actually, I may have the yeah, I may have the Tumblestone production here. Then I could have, like, because if I'm going to use magma, right, I have, like, the kind of magma things, and then, like, I guess, quote, like, pipes that lead to the chimney as, like, heat vents. Yeah, we do like a Pokemon spa, you know. A Pokemon wellness center. Where for the low price of insert price here, you can stay for many months of your own personalized room designed to fit your type. Because I don't think a grass type would want to stay in a fire type room, but they may. Although if they are like, hey, I am a grass type, but I want to stay in a fire type room, they gotta sign a waiver being like, yes, I understand the risks. Did I say fire type and a plant type and a fire type room? I don't remember if I did say the right way around for that, but... Okay, I'm gonna empty out this beetroot and this salmon and these buckets. Okay. Oh wait, what? I don't remember picking up this. I do not remember grabbing an iron backpack. I have too many of these. I need to think about what block I'm gonna make. I need to not think about what block I'm gonna make the roof now, because we're not nowhere near that point of attaching a roof. I need to decorate up this tower. Decorate up this room more. Right, come up here to put that book in there and put this enchanted book in there. I'm gonna go back down the tower. Oh, that's what I need to do. Obviously, if I want to get a beacon, I need to defeat the Wither to get a Nether Star. I don't have a beacon in this building. I can actually go down to this floor. Okay, and here we go, and we're gonna put this in the temporary crate storage. Okay, it's not really good. That's probably gonna be permanent crate storage. Okay, what new foods we got? I don't think we've eaten any garlic stuffed mushrooms yet. Delicious. My food today was lasagna. My mum made lasagna. It was very nice. It was cooked in Amy. Yeah, it was very nice. Come back here to... I know that this game is making me hungry. Well. You know, I did mod it to add a bunch of food items, so... I don't blame him, yeah. Hi, Barry. Hi, Dingo. How you doing? Also, let's get out the two. See, I like the variety of the farm now. Nice variety. Just like I should have jotted down when I first streamed this world, because I have no idea when the I guess the quote anniversary would be. That is a good question. Or are they like rivals? Grr, they hate each other. But could any point in which you see the like transition would be here between there and there? But it's the stairs. Nah, especially not after Superior, you know, saved the Cubone from that evil Skarmory, you know. Evil Skarmory picking on the little guy, and Superior's like, yo, what the hell you doing? The reference for that is this picture right here. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna do the stairs. Like, am I gonna have... I don't know. As in the walls of the stairs, right? Unless I have the wall around the staircase, be pink, be the cherry wood, like this wall, right? So like the staircase is still cherry all the way up. And then maybe I was thinking about having that be a big. I think that was just because I ran out of cherry wood. But I'm thinking if I'm just have the staircase be like, you know, it's pink all the way to up. I have it just be a big window. Big window. No, I can see it being they see Jiramora's brother and sister than a friend thing. Yeah, big window. I can use this oak planks to kind of plan out room sizes, because I could have you know, okay, one thing I should definitely do is border the hallway, right? Also, yeah, we're gonna have this very interesting. Maybe we just have that bit there. Oh, don't double click. Okay, so these rooms would be decently small, but they'd still be, you know, large. It'd also be a thing of, obviously, Cubone knows that Superior is a spoilt brat, basically. They will bitch and moan if they don't get their way. At least that's my headcanon to Soteria there. However, if anybody messes with Cubone, you know. There will be hell to pay. Although, speaking of that, you two are kind of getting in the way. Okay. I would like to have you guys out, but you're getting in the way! Now you're trying to help. I'm trying to place blocks. Yeah. Okay, I have to say, I don't know why I built this bit of inner wall when I have no idea what's gonna be going here. I don't think I should have all of this space. I guess if it's like Pokeball production, right? The main thing it won't have is apricorns, but that's fine because you harvest the apricorns from outside, bring them in here, make Pokeball. This will be like obviously the Pokeball. So I could have kind of like storagey bit here, like over here. I'm just thinking about filling up this space, right? So if we have like storagey stuff for the tumble stones, and then maybe even more organized storage for Pokemon items, and then here will be the tumble stone crystal creation stuff here, and then I guess it'll go over here as well. And we're gonna have the entrance to it. I was gonna say here on this floor, but we're going 2 and 2. Now I will also have this storage be another kind of walled off thing, its own room. So you got obviously production and storage. I need to get glass. I need to get sand and clay. So I have no glass and I have no more bricks. Actually, I think I have some bricks, but I don't have as many bricks as I would like. And then, well, we would have 2 rooms here if we're gonna have like Pokemon rooms, right? Because unless I don't divide this into 2 and I have this room up front be breathed room, right? At the front of the building. I don't divide it in 2. And you have the place at the front. And then I divide this up. It also means that I could have a larger window here. Now you have like the superior like giving the Cubone a ride, since you know I'm gonna go somewhere. A lot easier for a big snake to shimmy around than small little Cubone leg. You know, right? If we're gonna have like more lore in terms of the Cubone and the superior of like things, could this be near kind of? Well, I was gonna say, could this kind of be like how they met? Is the whole Skarmory defense, or could that just be a thing that happened? You know. That wasn't like that was how they kind of met one another. It was more of a, how do you make this? Straw and canvas. Okay. Got it. You could chop some bamboo. That's some guaranteed straw. Because the tatami blocks, especially since... Okay, I was going to say especially since they link together, which they should. I think I just placed them wrong. I think if I do this... Ah. True, that is very true. Wait, do they not link the way I think they link? Oh, they don't. The lines of tatami. I have to say, I don't even know what tatami is. But since it can become mats, that's true. Back when Superior was a Snivy. When he was a little plant creature. Not quite a plant snake, you know. Have to just bear with me a second, I am... something... Okay. I'm going to be quickly looking up about let's have a look what is a tatami mat? Traditional Japanese flooring and bedding mats made of woven rush grass. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. Hey, you know, Cubone superior gun. That means Cubone also gets basically the run of the middle of the penthouse as well. Because it's not as if Superior can fit around Cubone's place. I need to... That's rice over there. Okay, let's... Hello, Absol. Yeah. Is this how you... It is. Good. No, my zucchini! Some more rice. Going. Would you like a zucchini? Okay, we have some more straw. Wait, did I use up all of the canvas? And you need 4 straw to make a canvas? Oh. I guess when it becomes 2 canvas. Is that correct? As in, what I mean, 1 canvas becomes 2 rugs. That's right. Oh, does it only go in 2s? It does only go in 2s. Ooh. I think right. So this is gonna be Bree's room, right? It is a decently sized room, but you are also a decently sized gal, you know. I'm thinking the tatami blocks we use as a kind of bedding, and in fact I could even make them the mats, so that way they're off the ground. Then it just decides what the flooring is going to be. The actual flooring. What flooring would you like, Bree? Well, let's have a look at your... You are lonely. Okay, you like your peace. You ain't a party gal. It's also surprisingly good stamina. She also very much likes the stuffed pumpkin. It's her favorite food. Also, it will be an archway to get into the room, but we can just kind of imagine that the actual rooms, like the Cubone room and whatnot, would have doors if they were easier to do. Because if I couldn't do a door on the second floor, not without having a contraption that would then bleed into the first floor. I also realised that the way that I do the floors of first and second is the American way. In fact, it should be the ground floor and the first floor, I believe is the British term. I could be getting them the wrong way around. Floor G. Again, the first thing I did when I come into this building was, this is like, I don't know, like, I just without even thinking about it, the second I enter this room, I open this chest. Now we could possibly do a nice, like, I don't know. What kind of vibe are we getting from Bree? What kind of vibe? Besides the fact that you really can't fit in this building much more, you know. Because I was like, we could do like bamboo. They're also a poison type. A bug poison. We'll see. We'll see what springs to mind. You know. Have to say, the tower. It's gonna be a shame to cover it up. I think Bree likes her soft colors. Yeah. Also, bamboo is a building block that I like never use. Now, there's nothing saying we can't have a transition of starting with one thing, then another part of the room has a different thing. There's also nothing stopping us from having a partition wall. Although again, it needs to be suitable size. Add a bamboo. And then more. I don't know where your bed's gonna be, Bree. But also you're like, oh, 2, 3, at least 4. You did that inventory. Hmm. Do we need up here? We need lighting. This is still temporary. I'm just putting around some torches. Bree, what's your favorite color? Is it orange? Like, I could have, like, the bed be in this bit, right? But I don't know. No, I need to think about what else is going to go in this room. Because have I made this room too big for you? Light blue? Ooh. Yeah, have I made this too big for you? So everything in the room would have to be larger to accommodate for a larger stature, you know. So I assume that light blue was a favorite color recommendation. Well, I did read it when you sent it. My brain didn't trigger that. Maybe I should have questioned more about it. Just we could bring it in a bit, right? What's gonna be in your room, Bree? Because you like to just be by yourself, right? You're not one for going out and socializing. You like your privacy. Right. But you may like stuffed pumpkin. Doesn't necessarily mean you like food. I'm gonna be a foodie. But we know that, you know, you get your whole stuffed pumpkin when it comes round to the food rounds, don't worry. Because yeah, we could off. Then we'd have like this weird kind of, I guess this could be like a little cubby, which could be like a little storage cubby, or it could be, I was gonna say it could be a way upstairs, but up to the top, but I actually have no idea how we're gonna access the the quote penthouse. Especially since the tallest point, which would be the best point to access, would be the middle of the building, not the wall. So it'd be from here. I guess actually I could, and then it would be like an under the stairs thing. I guess somewhere, right, what we could add somewhere is like a what is it? A concert stage, you know? We have a band. We will have a recording studio. We know how much you like to dance, Superior. Ain't gonna lie, that snake got moves. He does his signature spin. You know shit's getting real. Yeah, I could have storage for like all of these different gems. Maybe the stones. What was I? Oak. I also want some glass panes. You always harvest some bamboo. No, you can automate the bamboo, but you can't automate it in the tree farm. Yo. My brain was like, yo, remember the panda we found? And then that was like all it like thought of. There was like nothing else that like it had to follow on from it. Oh look! Oh no, wait. Wait, I did glowberry them. Never mind. I confuzzled myself. Speaking of the band, I want you to think about more things to do with the band, right? But I guess that would come down to when we're doing the recording studio. Like, the one of the main things, I don't know why I'm going this way, is the band needs a name. Yep, we need a stage and a dance floor. Now, we're gonna be having the recording studio under the underground. Yeah. Superior can bust it down, Snake Stone. This is the wrong way. Oh no, wait. I thought you could strip. Oh, you can. Oh my god, that is such a good quality of life. That is amazing! Wait a second! Wait. 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 Do I have something I can slice? Pumpkins. Oh my god! This is literally... Okay. There was an update today to... Look at that! You can put stacks of things on there. There was an update to Farmer's Delight today. I updated it before stream and I was like, please say it hasn't broken things. But clearly one of the things that they added to it is the fact that you can now... Because before, you could only place one item on the chopping board. Right? So you'd have it on your offhand and then the knife, then you would chop, place, chop, place, chop, place, chop, place. But you could just place it down as a stack. That is such a good quality of life there. Yo, with Superior being a plant Pokemon, that means the Superior can smoke all the weeds and probably not feel it. Oh right, these are just okay, let me turn them into planks. Yo, they're like at a concert, right? Superior and Cubone. And because obviously there's a lot of big Pokemon, Cubone's just like atop Superior's head. Now, where does the... Okay. Oh, wait, this isn't the full height of it, is it? No, this isn't the full height of the wall. There was me saying about Superior and Cubone at a concert. You may have missed. Obviously they're at a concert, probably watching one of the fact that one of the band members is here, but they're at a concert, and obviously since there's a lot of big Pokemons, you know, Cubone's on top of Superior's head, since, you know, Cubone's small. And, okay, actually, I will get you, Bree, so we can see one. Okay, if there's gonna be possibly a big window here, it's like right above the door. Bree, you get a good view out of your window, Bree. You get a good view. You can also spy on people arriving, can't you? You can see who's like coming down the pathway, but like, I'm a close my door. I don't want to deal with them. But where's your bed gonna go? Right, over there. You want it over there? Yeah, we could have it over here. Though, whereabouts are we gonna have it over here? Because I am gonna use this as like the kind of bedding, right? Is it gonna be more like this? Property in the corner, or yeah. The annoying, again, I wish that Pokemon out of their Pokeballs, right, when you slept in a bed, did their sleeping animation. Like what small Pokemon do, where they rest on the bed with you. I wish that large Pokemon would do their sleeping animation. Even if they don't go to the bed, they at least play it. Because the only time that they do their sleeping animation, I think, is when they're put to sleep using a Pokemon move. Or when they're out in the pasture block. When they're out in the pasture. We'll do other decorations for your room as well. But right now we need to think of some walls. Hey. What would you call the thing on Superior's head? You know, the little fronds? I don't know if they're ears. I assume they are. Them. To be honest, there is probably an actual, like... If I probably do a Google search, I will probably find out what they're called. I'm gonna get some more planks. And whilst I'm walking to get some planks, I'm going to... look at my phone. Okay, let's have a look. Also, you know, need a place for me to sleep, which will probably be up in Superior's room. See, there's no, I don't think there's a definitive thing. Let me have a look. Right. Hello, ad loading. Like... There's like, yes, extensions, and like, what's this, what's that, like... It just has a... This is like on the, like, Pokemon wiki, right? And it's like, as, white neck face, pointy snout with pale green design on top of its head, and with 2 yellow leaf-like extensions on the back of its head. Good, thank you. They're just called yellow extensions. I always thought they were kind of like ears. There probably is a more definitive thing for it, but also, as most people tend to forget, Superior does have hands. Superior has little hands from when they were a Snivy and a Survey. They're right there. They're there. Look right there. Although I wonder if it's like they don't tend to use them very often. it's just a bit weird to think of a superior holding something in the in the little arms, in the little hands. I also don't know whether, like, again, it's a thing that it would be just a look up and find of if Superior can use the little hands, whether they're just kind of like a residual thing. Probably more like a T-Rex, where like they do have uses, but just not a main use as they once did. Let's go 5, because technically it needs to be 6 high. Right, let me just check this. From here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 6? Where's the 6 from down there? Yes, okay, so it is 6 high, but the 6th height is the ceiling height. Also, this wood doesn't have to be oak. Okay. I guess because it would be like it would be the Pokeball like crafting, right? The Pokeball crafting and the Tumblestone Forge. That's what this room's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. Welcome to Tumblestone Forge, the producer, not the biggest producer of Pokeballs. But a producer of Pokeballs. For certain. Okay, because I think this is gonna be the thing I work on now. Will be the Tumblestone Forge. I know that we began on Breeze Room, but I want to get the Tumblestone Forge, then I can move some chests up here, move some storage around. So to think, because in here we're gonna have the Tumblestones. Ed, actually, you're gonna need your own space, but I think it's alright. The same goes for Kilowatt Roll. Because I need to have a way or a means having the magma right. I broke more than 3 magma blocks then. I got 3 back. I have a way of having the magma blocks there. Show me who's in the band. Thinking about the band there. Well, we only have, I think, 2 right now. Although, technically we only have 1 properly confirmed, and that's Stella, the lead singer and guitarist. I believe we were going to have a Graveler be the drummer. I don't have a Graveler. It's Brian's Graveler. Have a Graveler be the drummer, and then we have no other Pokemon, right? Obviously, Archie's Stella's +1 in terms of always goes to the shows, but don't want to be in the band themselves. Obviously, it's a rock band. No, I need to get magma blocks, right? Magma. I suppose that would be the nether, but I'm going to go to some ruined portal place to get up some magma. You can probably also craft magma. I have no idea though. And one of the main draws to the thing is because Stella is a shiny. You know, there are the few fans that don't really go to the show because of what's actually being sung. They go because there is a shiny that is the lead singer. I think for the floor of the Tumblestone Forge, right, will be regular stone. That's my idea. My brain. Yeah, so that's fine. And hey, if it's an idea that maybe is like, oh, this is cool at the time, and then later we're like, huh, we can always change it. What do you think? Did we ever decide how Stella and Archie met? So as we know, they're best mates, and Archie doesn't hugely care about the fact that Stella is a shiny, which is like one of the reasons why Stella got... I guess it's one of the reasons why Stella became friends with Archie, was the fact that Archie didn't, like, guss about the fact that, oh my god, they're a shiny. We will put them on the board. As a maybe. Yo! Even the, I think that'd be quite good. Imagine, like, actually going through with it. Zigzag. Okay. To be honest, it could just be zigzag spelled like that without riot. At least that's what in my head it's thinking about. Why are you skipping blocks? Although, you know, them names could still be part of the lore of, like, obviously, when they were thinking of names, right? Right? Like, them names could have been, like, a suggested name that's on, like, the kind of pinboard of names. Because you need to think, okay, how am I going to do the Tumblestone Forges, right? Because Tumblestones grow on blocks adjacent to this, so I don't have to have magma blocks visible, right? Those should be adjacent. But I want to kind of include it into the, obviously this, into the And now it's raining. Just my luck. Because it needs to be practical, because it's a practicality and visual, right? It needs to be stylistically, I'm like, But, I'm just having a thunk right now. And then also need to have him at least have some form of connection of, like, okay, we have the heat from the forge, but then, like, it gets vented out the chimney, right? So I am thinking about having at least brick for some of it, so it can play in with the chimney itself. No. My brick. Okay, luckily I'm not burning to death in the frying pan. Zigzagoon. This. So there are two types, and I think Stellar is the dark type one. I believe. Here you go. Actually, why don't I actually use the Pokédex? You're not this one. This isn't the right form. I need the other form. There we go. A dark normal type. Is that what it is? Right? It's relentless, constantly running around. If it sees them a Pokemon, it'll purposely run into them in order to start a fight. Yeah. That's another thing of the obviously the state has to deal with. The fact that Galarian Zigzagoons have a name for themselves for not being being grouchy, at least. Yeah, they're a dark type. Yummy. Okay. This way. I need to get more cobblestone smelting. That's a thing I need. Maybe. Do you know what I could do? In the Tumblestone Forge, I actually have it be a forge. I make a furnace thing there, right? I make a semi-automated furnace thing like I have here, but it'll just be two furnaces, double chests on top, two sets of hoppers, and then hoppers on the side. So, like, not only is it the tumblestone stuff, but it's also the ingots and whatnot, which again would have me go up there to use the furnace, which means I'd have to purposely not use this one, which is fine. There's also like the blast furnace stuff, but I don't think I'm gonna have that. I think it'll just be a regular furnace, because you can't cook cobblestone in a regular furnace, in a blast furnace, and I'm using it for things like that. Then obviously I'll move the anvil, I'll move the smithing gear, which means I can also move the smithing templates possibly up there as well. Okay. I'm gonna have a lot of bricks. Because the ultimate goal, I guess, is to... Because I was going to have this, again, have this be like the workshop. But, because I want to move storage in there, you best have workshopy stuff in there. Right? Like the forge having this. And obviously a crafting table. I could possibly keep my wood storage in here. Do you know what? Although, that... I was gonna say this room could become the map museum, except for the fact it's small and it would, you know. True. Now, all this talk. Let's bring out the duo. Obsidian Fang seems interesting. Okay. There's still the whole thing in my head of like doing an actual like a rock song. You know? I can't music to save my life. But again, it would be an actual rock song, but you know, the lyrics Zigzagoo sung. So we wouldn't hear any words. If you know what I mean. It's just annoying that they only have one cry. You know, there's only one, I believe, official sound for like each Pokemon. That is true. The whole band may be best. Let's bring some tumblestones. The main tumblestones I use are just regular ones. I don't tend to use the sky ones. Right. We have 4 of each. Because what you can do with the furnace is if you have a hopper going in the side, then the hopper refuels the fuel of the furnace. Goes in the top, it goes in the top section. Goes in the side or the back, it goes in the bottom. Which means you can, like, you know, have a more automated. Hey, you two. Have a more automated furnace thing. So let's see here. So, in order for the Tumblestone Forge, we're going to have 4 of each, which could just be around the edges of a thing, of a block. So, you know, you've got Magma Block 4 around each edge. But I just have it look like it's meant to be like that. Which is easier, I think, said than done. You know what, since technically we're like picking up with the whole band thing after they've already like at least got a, I don't even know if a golden record is like a prestigious thing. I don't think it is. I know there's a golden record that was sent to space, but which is still a prestigious thing. But hey, got a golden record. Maybe like at this current point in time, the band is broken up. True. like... I'm just thinking of how we're gonna have this be tumblestoning. So I'll have it like attached to the ceiling or attached to something. I get like, so I put like some cauldrons in the floor, right? And then I put lava in the cauldron. Yeah. So we have like this one with the chain like up with these, and we have another one with the chain up with the other tumblestones on it, and then we have another one that looks like the chain is down, right? Inside, like dipped into the lava cauldron of like, that's how like it gets forged. Obviously, I can't put actual lava. I'll put the cauldron lava because I don't think that will set any of the wood on fire. Oh no. That is my current thinking of like, oh, how can we have it look like the Tumblestone Forge, right? How can it look like a forge? And have a practical use. I don't have another iron. So I need to cauldron. I also will make that taller, or still attached to the ceiling, which is here. This is the ceiling block right here. Yes, the walls are going to be wooden, but I'm not doing half and half walls. I have to say, doing the half and half walls, even though it was more easier, the whole like fitting things out and trying not being able to place blocks and certain things kind of took it out of me doing the half and half walls. And I think I'll have the furnace stack thing kind of sorted out here. Although a thing with that is I would need... Well, first of all, I guess it would be... If I'm going to have the furnace be semi-automated like it is now with the hopper, then seeing about how to implement that with the chimney, I don't think is gonna work. Experiment. Yeah, if I want to have the hopper the chest, right? So you can smelt multiple things at the same time. Just dump them in the top, goes down. Because technically you'd have chest up here, obviously that goes on hopper. And if you want to have two, obviously double chest, two hoppers, two furnaces into double chest at the bottom. But trying to incorporate that with the chimney, certainly going to be something. I am going to break this and this because I want to test do some testing of if I take this furnace and I didn't mean to place it there, and I side load it, and I put this in, it won't. So you can only, but if I put charcoal in the side loader, it gets loaded in, you see. So you have to have the hopper on top to actually load items into the furnace. How's my iron doing? Okay. This. I'm not making 6 of these, by the way. Okay. Thank you for tuning in now. Hope you feel better soon. You know. Good night, Purple. One night. These streams will be up next week as well. I'll make sure to get them uploaded. Okay. I guess I could also place some create things down there as well, but also nah. I guess I could put more decorative terms of create things down, you know? Which could also have a use to, like, the press and whatnot. Into the forge. To make at least 3 cauldrons. And I need to think about here, right? Because first of all, it's 3 wide, which is, you know, it's 3 wide. So I can't have it, Also, if I was going to have the furnace stuff, how would it go in as well? So see, if I had furnace, if I had furnace, here, right, then this would be hopper. And also, there is also the issue of it's 3 wide. Technically, there's nothing really stopping me from still having the 1. Right? There's also no stop me from having to go out by one. I should have the chest here, that here, that here. No. Maybe. Technically, if I want to do that, then that's like, okay, that is automated upright. But it looks... You... We also need to have possibly a chest up there, but then no, we can just have it be just I am fine with it just being that. And I'm actually fine with the chest being like that. It can be out a bit wider. I'm also thinking about where to place the tumblestone, because I think that was loud. Maybe I have this one. No, I will have this one be a little up. Stones. Right. And then I just need more brick. Bricks. Okay. Need to get some buckets of lava. Okay, also I will rebuild this. Don't need that, I need the buckets. Put some things away. Okay. Cherry away. Actually take out that. Oh. really use all that? No, the iron's going to be somewhere else. Well, I did use a lot of iron. That's right. Okay. Well, let's look up the lava from the nearby print. An actual Minecraft bee? You live? I thought the invasive species of the comb bee destroyed you. Hunger's getting low. I'm going to get some food. Then we'll be heading to pick up some lava. Yummy. Mochi. I don't know how this... Okay. The world does not want to load. Whoa. Okay, now it's turning me at an angle I wasn't moving at. Okay. Anyway. Let's dismount you. Only one bucket. There's only one lava here. There's also gold. I know that I can head to the nether, but also, nah, don't want to. Why do that when I can do that? I think I'm going to be using one of these, but... here. At least I hope that oh yeah, the game is gonna freeze because I'm getting close to base, by the way. That's the usual. Oh, okay, now we're turning, we're going the opposite direction that I wanted to go. And we're still apparently facing the wrong direction. Okay. Okay, I'm going to quickly search something up because I just want to double check Just want to double check about whether okay. It was just looking up whether Cauldron Sword of Lava can set blocks on fire. I didn't want to find out when like the entire place burns down. Oh my god! If that happens! Oh, if that happens! Oh my god! The worst part about that would be these paintings being gone. And well, since I made these, that's this trapdoor goes there, and then since I made these, I'm thinking, maybe I'll chain. Let me have the bar. I never go by one because again the ceiling is going to be the one above. I want to be attached to something that looks like a kind of pulley system. Yeah, I need to just go get some bricks. First things first, I am going to go to the village and get a mending book. Although I might as well just make a new shovel and then put mending. Enchant it and then put mending on it, not the way around. Don't mend it and then try and enchant it. I need to work on the village that will be over yonder. We have like village walls because mobs. Be a village to at least house. Like it'll have other villages, but one of the villages it will house is the mending village. And that mending villager won't be locked away in like a 1x2 or 2x1, whichever one is the right terminology for it. I need a book. Luckily, I know where to get it. We're going to the top of the tower. What happened to my Silk Touch tool? Probably ended up disenchanting it. Oh, Aerodactyl. We are going on a flight. To the village and the villager of Mending. Okay. One Aerodactyl. Thank you. I need a name for the Aerodactyl, actually. Okay, it should just be over this water. Over the water, up a hill. It's putting me to the right. Not moving the mouse. In fact, it's... I don't know, I don't know if it's up over the hill or... No, I think it's more to the left. Here. You know the village when you see it, because it's all in. First thing I did. Hello, village. Now your place of work is right here. Hello, Mending Villager. Thank you very much. And now we head back home. Actually... using the old shovel for this. Let's get some clay. Okay, more clay. Pterodactyl. There's a decent amount of clay. Let's flat ourselves back. Should be enough for some bricks. At least more than 4. Hello, sheep. But yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking about how I would transport the villager back. You know? An egg! Egg! Egg. Reason why is because I need to get an egg farm or some chickens in general because cooking needs egg. I don't have means of egg. So game is going to freeze as it loads in home base. Well, everything's probably going to freeze. As it loads in a home base. Thank you, Aerodactyl. I guess what I could do is enchant this shovel and then just see what it becomes. Right? This bad one, then I can combine it with my normal one if the enchant is good. Well, I don't really want Silk Touch. Also, yeah, I know the staircase here is dangerous. Whoa. These are gonna have some critical monkey. It's not. I very much thinking it is Gnocchi, but it's not. It isn't how Gnocchi is spelled. Mochi. Okay, and that's. Nice. Do that. Good. Not that. Now. Clay is smelting into bricks. I think of a good block to have up top that looks like a pulley. Technically, that could look like a kind of pulley system. There are also pulleys. You need andesite casing, which is andesite and stripped log. Right. Yes, andesite alloy on stripped log becomes the casing. It's just that wood on the plate? Okay. Andesite alloy? No, but I have iron. I should have some andesite. Though is it nuggets? Is it nuggets? It is, okay. Snooze, and then we'll use the jungle. Cool. Then it's iron sheet. That's just by doing that with iron. We may have some iron sheets already. Don't. Very slow. Nice. Stairs, and then here. No, it's gonna look weird because there's not a ceiling. I was gonna see what it looks like if I just. I think already using the chain is going to be far better than using the thin ingot. Bricks be cooking up nicely. And I'm also going to have a staircase here that's pointing towards, and then yeah. And in here is going to be storage. Single brick. How am I gonna do the storage? Just for the floor. I may do the floor the same stone, actually. And then I think there's in a wall. We may just leave oak. Hopefully, the right way to get off Aerodactyl. There we go. Okay. Now the floor. I Let's have a look. How do I put you in here? Okay. So we have a lot of deep slate bricks, so I may use that. Because deep slate brick also used to be what the old chimney used to look like when it was not very practical and humongous. Back when the kitchen was purely for decoration. Where it was all chiseled and bit made and had no soul. Maybe asking, why are you using deep slate brick? Well, actually, I think I already answered that by saying they have quite a lot of it. That's basically the only reason. No, I want them to I want it to kind of feel like it's supposed to be like this. Although I thought these barrels would be more like upright. So we'll have the iron, the gold, probably diamonds as well in there, as well as chests for the Pokemon stuff. Think about where I'm actually going to go where. Aerodactyl, thank you. I'm gonna fly through the open space. There is going to be breeze window. I will sort things out more later. So I could do something like that, right? Each barrel is a different kind of ingot. Maybe. I was going to bring over some Gimme Goo chests, because I think using the Gimme Goo chests for some of the Pokemon items would be good. I mean, just like they're used here. This chest really wants to open. It really wants to open. fly on, Aerodactyl, let's fly on. You know what? We're gonna put a yeah. The workings of the Tumblestone Forge. So we are going to have one of these chests for just these gems. I also do these gems and the kind of stones, right? Here, let's go. Now, I don't suppose we've got any cows kicking around there. No, that's fine. Then let's make some. Okay. We scoot on up the stairs. I'm gonna put you. No, not twice. Have like stacked up like that. Maybe in here we have. Stones can go in here. And you So anything catching fire now? Make this into a staircase. One. That is not the right. There we go. Right, because we could make it wider. I think I'm going to do. Okay, it's big and it's chunky, but in here, I don't mind it being more bigger, chunkier. Even though that it's only one. Cool. Actually, I'm gonna need a picture of Bree and the outlinings of her room. As long as the print screen button works, you know. Yo, people, if they are watching this stream as a VOD, happy 3 hours. I didn't realize it had been 3 hours. I just looked over. But how you doing? Comment egg. No, I mean, yeah. I'm gonna make it zucchinis. What can we cook with the zucchinis? Ooh. Stuffed zucchini. Cabbage roll. Twist of pumpkin. Nice. We're gonna do the rice and vegetables, right? Carrot, onion, 2 zucchini. Carrot, onion. Oh, is that it? Or was it just one? I thought it was 2 party grains. Carrot, onion, 2 zucchini. Or was it just one? It was just one. Of course. Delicious rice and vegetables. yummy, very nourishing. And where's Superior? Ah. I see. I see. Also, I won't be doing a seeding just yet. I just need to get more clarity. But you know, you come in here. I kind of like how this looks. It is more of a not just chest upon chest upon chest upon chest, right? You got the different barrels. And then you got your tumblestones and gems and your thunderstones. So you're gonna make here your Pokeballs. Oh yes, I need a place to store apricots as well. Please do I go? The main one I use is regular tumblestones. Right, I guess the barrel could be apricorn storage. I don't know. I forgot that was a damaging block, but it was a magma block there. Whoops. Oh. I guess I could also just store Pokeballs in here as well. Because I can go here. The smithing templates. Let's go, Bree. Yeah. You're so tall that I have to use F5. Bree is fast, by the way. They are fast. Well, I think they have high acceleration. Thanks, Bree. Now let's get the smithing templates, which I believe are in this one. They are. There's also banner patterns as well. I will leave them in the same spot. I think we will keep the good chest, and we'll put the good chest. Put the good chest here. Or, no, we put the good chest in the storage room. And here has the smithing templates. Very nice. See, that's the thing. It's organized but disorganized as well, like these barrels, right? Organized chaos. Okay, good. I got that screenshot at a good time. Cool. Well, we're doing things that I am probably gonna end this here for today. But hey, we got some things now. We've been working on the Tumblestone Forge, which is pretty cool, and well, basically we're working on the second floor, which is like I didn't expect I would be doing, but I am. But yeah, I thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in to stream. Also, you know, if you are watching on the YouTubes, hi. Yo, thanks for watching. But hey, thank you for tuning in. The next stream, I'd think about days this week. I believe tomorrow is a okay day. So yeah, I thank you for tuning in. I should be live tomorrow. It'll probably be cat game tomorrow, but I will see if I can sort out gaming with the lads as well. But hey, thank y'all for tuning in, and I will see y'all next time. Bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.